Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a young boy. He was a good boy at heart, but he had one big problem. He had a very bad temper. At the smallest inconvenience, he would lose control. He would shout, argue, and say hurtful things to the people around him. His friends began to stay away. His family felt hurt, and yet the boy didn't fully understand the damage he was causing. One day his father called him. The father was a wise and patient man. Instead of scolding him, he decided to teach him a lesson he would never forget. He handed the boy a bag of nails and pointed toward a wooden fence. He said calmly, "Every time you lose your temper, hammer a nail into that fence." The boy didn't think much of it. He simply nodded. The very first day, the boy got angry again, and again, and again. By the end of the day, he had hammered so many nails into the fence that his hands were sore and his arms were tired. He stood there, looking at the fence covered in nails, and for the first time, he realized how often he lost his temper. The next day, he tried to control himself. It wasn't easy. His anger still came quickly, but now each time he felt it rising, he remembered the effort it took to hammer a nail into the fence. Slowly, very slowly, the number of nails he hammered each day began to decrease. Days turned into weeks. The boy was changing. He was thinking before speaking, pausing before reacting, and learning to stay calm. Then one day, something remarkable happened. The sun rose. The day passed. And not even once did the boy lose his temper. Not once. With excitement and pride, he ran to his father and said, "Father, today, I didn't get angry at all." His father smiled warmly. He said, "That's wonderful, my son. Now for every day you control your anger, remove one nail from the fence." The boy agreed. And so, a new journey began. Every day that he stayed calm, he would go to the fence and slowly pull out one nail. Sometimes it was difficult, but he kept going. Days passed, and then one day, he came running back to his father, smiling. "Father, I've removed all the nails." The father took his son's hand and gently walked him to the fence. They stood there together, in silence. Then the father said softly, "You have done very well, my son. But look closely at the fence." The boy looked. The nails were gone, but the fence was full of holes. It was no longer smooth, no longer the same. The father placed his hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "When you say things in anger, they leave scars, just like these holes. Even if you say sorry, even if you try to fix it, the mark remains." The boy stood quietly, his eyes fixed on the damaged fence. At that moment, he truly understood, not just what anger does, but what words can do. From that day on, he chose his words carefully. He controlled his anger and treated others with kindness, because he knew some wounds are invisible, but they last forever.